You're speaking first.
I am. Do you want to
So let me just introduce. This is Scott Hanson, Vice President of Business Development with Gideon Taylor Consulting. We're excited to have him, and we'll turn the time over to him to start.
Thank you, Paul. So should I introduce you now? For those of you who don't know, Paul Taylor is the original founder and developer of eForms and Gideon Taylor, and he's also the CEO, and he's the tailor of Gideon Taylor Consulting. So thank you. First slide. Does anybody know what this is? It's a very grainy old photograph. Good answer, good answer. Next slide. It is, it's one car in the original Ferris wheel at the Chicago Columbian Exposition of 1893. Back when they were planning the Columbian Exposition, it was the 400th, it was commemorating the 400th anniversary of Columbus arriving in America. And the year leading up to the exposition, they were trying very hard to try to find something that could outshine the World's Exposition in Paris 4 years earlier, where the Eiffel Tower was unveiled. So Daniel Burnham, who was the chief architect of the fair, put calls out to all of the nation's leading architects and engineers to try to come up with something that would outshine the Eiffel Tower. And there was during one of those meetings, there was a 32-year-old architect in the audience, a guy by the name of George Ferris out of Pennsylvania, who had a nice career, but he had never done anything of significant note. And he started sketching out this idea on a piece of paper to build a giant revolving wheel. Now, nothing like this had ever been accomplished before. Up to this point, revolving wheels that people rode on were about 2 stories high, and they were made of wood. And they accommodated about 12 riders. Each one of these cars can accommodate 60 people. Over 2,000 people could ride on this Ferris wheel at one time. And it was only built for a 5-month World's Fair, and that was it. But absolutely incredible. This is the largest hollow forging of a piece of steel ever accomplished before. It was over 2,000 tons, and when they were making it, they didn't even know how they were going to get it up to here. So he accomplished amazing things when he was designing this. And that is the theme, kind of our presentation this afternoon. So we've already gone through the introductions. I'm going to walk through an overview. Those of you who aren't familiar with Gideon Taylor, I'm going to walk through an overview of who the company is, what eForms is all about. We're going to talk a little bit about what makes our solutions unique, and if you're looking at process automation or electronic forms or custom self-service applications, some of the things that you may want to keep in mind, but then also thinking outside the box, because these solutions can do amazing things. These aren't just PDF files that people can type things into the fields and then print out and submit to somebody. That's not an electronic form. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with electronic forms. Each one of the ones that we're going to demonstrate for you this afternoon are a single eForm, except for one. One is 2 eForms combined into a single process that literally trigger thousands of updates, thousands of transactions within PeopleSoft. So hopefully we can give you some good food for thought. So we'll be talking about revolutionizing workflow, redefining electronic forms, and then going through the 3 that I just alluded to. City of Boston's overtime and stipend form, NAU's reports to eForm for position management, and then another client of ours up in New England who's got an eForm that automates their annual merit budget and awards process. And then if we've got any time left over for Q&A. So Gideon Taylor has been around for 10 years. Our primary focus is business process efficiency, helping people get more out of PeopleSoft and push more automation opportunities, more self-service opportunities out to managers, to staff, to users, to employees, and making those processes as easy and as intuitive as possible. We focus primarily on PeopleSoft solutions right now. We are an Oracle partner, and looking at potentially expanding beyond just PeopleSoft into other areas as well. Next slide. This is what we lovingly refer to as our NASCAR slide. We're going to get jackets printed up. These are just some of the organizations that we've had the opportunity to work with over the last few years. Fantastic organizations. You'll see that a lot of these are higher ed, and that's been where a lot of our business has been higher education and public sector. There are a few things that we think differentiate both Gideon Taylor and our solutions in the marketplace. Part of that starts with experience. And that is experience not only in PeopleSoft and the applications that our solutions help to automate, but also consulting experience and expertise around business process. Understanding what goes into business process for different organizations and what they are looking to accomplish in terms of their objectives, the things that drive these initiatives, and then also expertise in the specific markets that we serve, predominantly higher education. So understanding the business processes of higher ed, whether it's HR, campus solutions, financials, same with public sector, and then we're also getting more into commercial accounts. Consulting methods, we focus heavily on the functional side. We do a lot with the business side of the organizations that we're helping, because ultimately that's what business process automation is designed to serve, is accomplishing those objectives of the business. One of the things that our clients will be familiar with, and those of you who choose to work with us in the future will come to learn, is we've got a very iterative process. When we implement a solution, when we go in and work with a client on developing and deploying an eForms solution, it's a very iterative process. We get in, we work with you to understand what your objectives are, what your automation processes are today, what you're looking to accomplish, and then as soon as possible, as soon as we've got enough information, we start building out prototypes. And hey, is this what you're looking for? And then continue to refine that vision and get buy-in from business with the support of IT and help make that a very collaborative, iterative process. Functionally managed products. So a lot of what we're able to accomplish with GT eForms is as a result of the way the architecture is set up. It is very much driven by set of tables. And so that means that once an eForm is developed and deployed, it is designed to be predominantly managed by the functional users. Senior analysts, senior business users. If you need to make changes to the approval structure, to the workflow that goes on, if you want to change the look and feel of a page, those are things that we put the tools into the hands of the senior analysts, the business analysts, to make those changes themselves and customize it as they see fit, especially as processes are evolving within your organization. Enterprise license. Once you license GT eForms, you can use it for any of your PeopleSoft applications. Again, whether it's HCM, CRM, financials, campus solutions. And we've got an eForm library that literally has dozens of different forms that we can provide you the templates on. We can either help you deploy those, or you can go ahead and deploy those yourself. And then community solution sharing. I jumped ahead of myself. So the eForm library that I just referred to, with regards to all of these forms, you might just be looking at an automation solution for personnel transactions. But you may also have an objective to automate travel expense and reimbursement, or security provisioning for your employees. Those are all things that are part of our extended eForm library. Those are all things that come to you as part of your eForms license. And I think that is very unique. Those are forms that not only Gideon Taylor has developed, but also from an ongoing basis, all of our clients around North America are continually developing new eForm solutions themselves. And all of those are available to any other GT eForms client. So, very unique structure.